So where's Henry taking you?
Harrogate.
Oh, lovely
lunch. Oh, Mark, Rachel, thank you.
Happy birthday, Annie.
Happy birthday.
Another bit of toast, Annie.
Oh, no, thank you. I've got to do run for my lunch. Oh, Joe. Hey.
Is it all right?
Only we thought, you know.
Oh, put it on my bedside table. Don't you all look happy together?
Thank you.
Those were the days.
Here's the postmark. All for you.
Oh, this is from us.
Oh, I don't know what to say.
It's not every day you're 70, Ma.
No, make the most of it.
Oh, look, everybody.
Lovely.
Oh, isn't it lovely? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Must have taken you weeks.
Oh, not really.
Thank you, love.
Fancy a walk up Keller Fell?
Nah, I think I've got a bit of a chill after getting soaked in baby Seth Armstrong.
There's only a drop,
A
Amos.
chill can soon lead to pneumonia. I'm not a young man anymore.
All in the mind. Look at that nonsense over the starch.
You may scoff all you like, I was severely afflicted.
It's only a rash. All because you insisted on using too much starch. You enjoy being ill.
Nay, Mr. Wilkes, listen. And nothing gainst time's scythe can make defence. Shakespeare knew what he were talking about. We can ill afford to mock Father Time.
If you're going to insist on quoting morbid sentiment, I'm not going to argue with you, but a walk would do you more good.
You go. I will be perfectly content with a cup of tea and Will Shakespeare to keep me company.
I thought you bought that for Annie. Bad manners to read it before you give it to her.
I'm just making sure as it's appropriate for a lady of her age.
I don't think she suspects a thing.
You don't think it'll be too much for her?
She'll be in her element. Just you wait and see.
Ta-da!
What the heck you got there?
It's a surprise for Annie tonight. Say something.
Don't be daft. See? Hello, Flower.
Oh, let me have a go. Hello, Flower. This is Kate Sumpton speaking.
You're not seriously going to give it to Mark?
Well, it'll be company for her during the day.
What company for who?
No one.
What's going on?
Nothing, we were just,
Talking.
Come on, Ma.
Would you like a cup of tea? Come on, Annie.
Have a cup of tea.
Everything all right, sir?
No, it isn't. And it won't be until you get me a proper assistant and I can get back to my shoot where I belong and not be messing about here. Where is he?
Doc, he's got flu.
In July.
Well, he wasn't my appointment, Seth. It was a favour to Frank Tate.
You do us all a favour if you sacked him
Of having flu.
for nicking fish.
Oh, not that again. We can't say anything until we can prove something.
I saw him doing it. Isn't that proof enough?
All right. I'll have a word with Frank Tate. But you see, with Elsa gone, I need all hands I can get, even if they're jocks.
Mrs. Bellman? Hello. Good morning. I'm Kathy Merrick, Nick's sister.
I know who you are.
I'm afraid I gave Elsa a bit of a hard time yesterday, and I think I should apologise to her.
There's no need.
Nick's been looking for her, and...
He'll be wasting his time. Elsa doesn't want to see him.
But I thought Elsa...
She doesn't want anything more to do with him. She was never in any trouble until she took up with Nick.
Nick's not a bad lad, Mrs. Fellman.
He's been in trouble with the police. He's lived with a married woman. He's not exactly what you'd call a good lad.
Yes, okay, he's done some silly things. But he loves Elsa, you know.
They're two silly kids. They hardly know each other.
Perhaps they are. But don't you think we should let them sort themselves out?
My daughter was all right when she listened to me. As soon as that lad started filling her head with his nonsense, look what happened.
And you think keeping them apart will make things better?
It's better than letting him make them worse. I don't know about you, but I've got a farm to run.
Well, I think it's really romantic walking through the streets of Knaresborough looking for you. At least it shows he cares.
I know he thinks he cares about me.
What do you mean by that?
He's only known me 5 minutes. I don't know whether he loves me or just the idea of being in love, being grown up.
Look, I'm sure he does.
You're just a bit upset, that's all.
Of course I'm upset. You know, Kathy reckons we're not but a pair of daft kids who don't know what we're doing. I'm sure she didn't mean it. It made sense, though. Shall we go outside?
Hold on a minute, you two. What's going on?
Nothing.
Rachel, I'm old, not stupid.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, no. Your mother, does she know?
Yes.
Well, you won't be the first. Lasses have been getting into trouble since Adam were a lad. Somehow you think each generation will have more sense, but they never do.
I do know I've been stupid.
That's as maybe. You've got to be sure you don't carry on that way.
Everyone's so keen to tell me it is my life I'm making a mess of.
Yes, it is. But not just yours anymore. There's the baby and the father. That's two more to consider.
I know.
The father, what does he think?
We've not really talked.
Don't you think you would?
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
Oh, thank you. But I would have thought this summer's day was a bit too temperate for you to be dressed up like that.
Oh, I think I've got a bit of a chill.
You're in more danger of overheating than being chilled. What you got there, then? Shakespeare's sonnets?
No. Take me back to these. Do you know, I had a copy with me all through war. I remember a lass I met. Embarkation day it were. Oh. I'm getting old, Sarah.
Nonsense. You've got years in you yet.
Oh, I'm not so sure. You can't be too careful at my age.
You're becoming a hypochondriac, Amos.
Yeah, that's what Mr. Wilkes said. He wanted me to hike off up to Kellerfell. Kellerfell. Mr. Wilkes, I said, these bones are delicate. They need to be treated delicately. What on earth are you doing?
Just trying something out. I'll get on and open up, shall I?
Yes, but it...
Hello, Nick.
Elsa,
Thought it was about time we talked.
I've been looking everywhere for you. I even went to Knaresborough yesterday.
What's going on?
Oh, Mr. Tate, I just came to see Nick.
So I see. I'm afraid you'll have to wait, love. Nick's supposed to be working. For a change.
Look, this is very important.
Nick, it's all right. I'll see you later in your dinner break, okay?
Right, back to work, lad. I might dock your dinner hour.
No more practical jokes today, I hope.
Good, not Amos. Back, love.
Am I usual, please?
What are you dressed like that for?
I caught a chill as a result of your foolishness yesterday.
It was only a drop of beer.
I was soaked through to the bone, Seth Armstrong. I have to take proper care of myself.
Any excuse.
There we are, Alan. And Seth. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, fancy that.
Touche, I think so.
A word, Miss Connolly, if you don't mind. Excuse us, please, Mr. Turner.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry, Amos.
I should think so. I cannot condone that sort of childishness from my staff. And one more thing. It's about time Seth Armstrong got his comeuppance. Well done.
Couldn't believe it when I got back. I spent all day waiting outside your auntie's house just to catch a glimpse of you, you know, sat at the window. It's like a fairy story.
Oh, Nick, this isn't a fairy story, it's real.
You know what I mean. Look, I'm so glad you're back, Elsa.
Are you?
Yeah, of course I am. When you disappeared, I was like thinking of all sorts. I thought, well, I don't know what I thought.
I've been doing a lot of thinking, Nick. Sorting out what I have to do.
This is all your mum, this, isn't it? She's forced you into it.
It's not Mum, it's everybody. What they've been saying, they're right. We didn't intend to have a baby. We didn't want a baby.
Look, it's got nothing to do with them.
I'm scared, Nick.
Look, I love you, Elsa. We can sort things out.
No, Nick, it's like everyone says. We're a pair of kids. We can't play make-believe anymore. And if you're not going to grow up, then I've got to.
Things will finish up fine. I can take care of you.
Nick, please, listen to me. It's not an easy decision, but it's my decision. I want you to help me, to support me. But if you won't, then I'll do it anyway.
Do what? I don't understand.
I've made up my mind. I'm going to have an abortion.
Hey, you're home early. Hey, this book's brilliant, mate. I got it from the library. It says in here that a skillful farrier can change the way that an horse walks. I thought you'd be interested. Hey, have you seen out of Elsa? Are you still ships at passing the night?
Look, shut it, will you, Archie, all right?
Oh, come on, Nick.
Annie, love, happy birthday. I weren't expecting to see you till later.
Later?
Ah, yes, well, he was expecting you to come up later and have a drink in celebration of your birthday. Cup of tea?
Oh, yes. Though why we had to come back here for it. It's much more comfortable to Emmerdale.
Well, I knew that Amos would love to see you.
I'll put kettle on. Quite a day for you, eh, Annie?
Yes, it's been very pleasant.
And it's not over yet.
No, it's not.
What's this, Amos?
Oh, no, Danny, love, just something as I were reading.
Perhaps you'd like a sherry instead of tea.
No, tea will be fine. Excuse me.
Of course. You've no shame, have you? Reading the book before you give it to her is bad enough, but in front of her.
No, I'm not going to give it to her, Mr. Wilkes. It's not right for her.
You can't bear to part with it, can you?
No, it's not that. It's just that I don't think it's right for Annie. I've decided to give her something else. Now, which do you think? Phrenologist's head or elephant's feet umbrella stands?
You're not serious.
Well, the head is a valuable antique and the umbrella stands are a family heirloom.
No. I mean, they're not quite right.
But they're unusual. Unique, even. What more could anybody ask from a present?
Oh, give her the sonnets. I'm sure she wouldn't want you to part with a valuable antique or an heirloom.
Ah, well, if you're sure, Mr. Wilkes.
So how'd it go today?
Fine. I even got a smile out of Amos.
So no regrets?
Well, it's not the library. It's not exactly a job with prospects. But for the moment, it'll do. Especially now I've got Seth Armstrong under control.
A smile out of Amos and Seth under control all in one day. Congratulations.
I'd like to see you do any better. Come on, you can do my shoulders now.
Your wish is my command.
Is there anything you want me to do for the party before I get back?
No, Joe and Kate seem to have got everything organised. It's a pity you can't be there at the start.
Oh, well, I can't let Amos down now. Besides, he'd drive me and Henry round the bend for weeks if he missed out.
Yeah, he hates not knowing what's going on. He's probably written a report on it for the Courier already.
What, at his birthday party?
Yeah, well, you may know it's not news, but as far as Amos is concerned, everything he's involved in is of world-shattering importance. Well, hot and shattering importance.
Oh, he's not that bad.
Well, now that you and he have developed this special relationship...
Oh, I just know how to keep the men in my life sweet.
All right. How many others are there, then?
Well, that would be telling.
There, how's that then?
Ah, smashing. You can put it there. There's tea along there.
Right.
And listen, you two. It's Ma's night tonight, so don't go spoiling it. You be careful what you drink.
I don't think I'll ever get drunk again.
You probably will, but not tonight. Hey, listen, are you serious about taking a year off from university?
Hey, I was wanting your room. It's bigger than mine.
All you want is a bigger floor to hang your clothes
Oh,
on.
when you two have finished, Mark, straighten out. You taking a year off will give us more time to save up to buy you a car. But I'm not promising this time.
Look, can I say something?
Ah, get off.
I'm going to be 17 in November. Yeah. Do you think I can have a car too?
What is it with these two? I'm a farmer, not a second-hand car dealer. Oh, come on.
That was very nice. Thank you very much. It's been a lovely day. Now I best get back to Emmerdale.
Oh, no. Can't go yet.
Sorry?
Amos, there was something you wanted to show, Annie. Your phrenologist's head, man. Go and get it.
I thought you said...
Oh, of course. Here. Go now.
Hello?
Oh. Ma, you're still here?
Yes, I don't seem to be able to get away. What are you doing here, Dolly? I thought you'd given up the pub.
She's showing me the ropes. Barmaids Union.
Oh, yes. You know, like when Jock MacDonald asked for a wee pint of heavy, that sort of thing. Are you having a nice birthday?
Well, I was, but I'm beginning to think something's wrong. I seem to be the only one round here who isn't behaving strangely.
The man's an idle, useless layabout. What's more, I think he's stealing the fish. Get rid of him, then. But I need the extra hands. And that's how you foisted him on me in the first place.
Find someone else. In fact, I know just the lad. Came round looking for work, and he was certainly keen.
Really? Local?
Yes, Brooks, I think.
Archie Brooks.
You know him?
Yes, well enough to know that I'd really rather muddle through with Jock.
Sorry, that's my best offer, I'm afraid.
I was hoping for some more support from you on this, Frank.
You've employed MacDonald for years. If you can't control him, then you're not the manager I thought you were.
I'm rather more than a manager.
Then I suggest you do rather more than manage.
She's here!
Everything's ready.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Annie. Happy birthday to you.
Come on, Joe, get the champagne open.
I did wonder what was going on. I don't know what to say.
Come on, Joe, get a move on.
Go on.
What you doing?
I'm going to put the kettle on. I'd like a nice cup of tea.
Oh, I'll do it, Annie.
Yeah, Mark. Some flowers for you.
Jack, this isn't like you. Oh, my love, Matt. Sorry I can't be with you. Oh, this is so lovely.
What's the worst, Nick?
No, I'm not hungry.
No bread left anyway. Tell you what, let's go down to Woolpack and tell me all about it.
She's having an abortion, Archie. Come on then, matey. What do you reckon I should do about that then?
Celebrate.
You what?
Go back to where you were a month ago. You've got no kid and no worries.
I don't want to be back where I was a month ago. I want Elsa to have the baby. You know, get married, have a family.
No stopping you, is there? Why does it have to be this baby?
Because it does, Archie, that's why.
She don't seem to think so, does she?
Yeah, well, she's mixed up. She doesn't know what she thinks.
It sounds to me like she knows exactly what she thinks. You're going to have to learn to accept it. Oh, come on. Let's go down that pub.
I think he's lonely, really.
No, Amos has always been very self-contained. He couldn't cope with being married. I mean, look at the way he and Henry bicker. No, it's a sign of affection. Better than spending half your life with someone you don't really like.
Would you marry again?
Maybe, if Mr. Right came along. Or Mr. There at the right time. Do you know, I think I'm getting to the age for a toy boy.
You want? What? Sure. Yeah.
Well, there's two to choose from.
Oh, on second thought.
Orange juice and a pill, please, sir.
I think you're right, darling.
What are you on about?
Don't ask me, lad. I'd rather look at them two than old Grout's face.
I don't know why
Thanks,
you
love.
always pretend to hate each other so. I mean, last January when you collapsed, Amos couldn't have been more concerned about you if you'd been his own brother.
He hates his own brother and all. Oh, now then, Mr. Turner, have you had a word with Frank Tate?
Evening, Dolly.
Hello.
Sarah. Yes, I have. Nice to see you back behind the bar again, Dolly. My usual piece.
Oh, only this once, Alan, so that Amos can enjoy himself.
What did he say then?
Well, Tate rather agreed on my views of the matter. Jock works under you, so it is up to you to manage him.
Oh, aye. He took no notice on you then.
You two going up to the party?
Yes, as soon as Amos comes back to relieve us.
I'm going to start talking to flowers. I never.
It's good, isn't it? Hey,
Thank
you
you.
go, Annie.
What is it?
Hey, open it and find out.
Well, I haven't done the wires and now I've opened them.
Must have set you back a bob or two.
Will somebody tell me what they are?
Well, they're two-way radios. I thought they'd help you keep in touch while the others are out in the field.
Lovely idea. Thank you. Can you put
Thing
it
is,
on
if
there?
Annie's got one, who's going to have the other?
You, Kath.
Me?
Yeah, your boyfriend's idea, you get the benefit.
Yes.
Thank you, Amos. Didn't I see you reading one just like it today?
Aye. I wanted to pick out a special one just for you. Now, where is it now? Let's see. Ah, yes, here we are. And she in thee calls back the lovely April of her prime. So thou, through windows of her age, shalt see, despite of wrinkles, this thy golden time.
Thank you, Amos. Now, everybody. I'm very touched by the party and presents. I didn't realise that being 70 was such an achievement. Anyway, thank you very much. And now it's my turn to give a present.
Yeah, walkie-talkie for you, John.
No. This is for Rachel and Mark. Though after that flower, I'm not quite so sure. Well, I don't know whether I'm getting slower or folk are getting faster, but I can't cope with driving anymore. So I don't need my car. So they can have it.
Oh.
On 2 conditions.
Yeah, you wash it.
Apart from that, first of all, you both do well in your exams, so you've a month to go. And the other, that you take me to the shops whenever I want to go.
Oh,
right?
Annie, aren't you wonderful?
Thanks very much.
No, I'm just tired of hearing you and Joe bickering.
Oh, thanks very much.
So who's going to teach me how to drive then?
Ask your ma.
Your fella likes to spend his money, doesn't he?
It wasn't too much, was it?
No. Just reminded my birthday's November the 2nd. But how do these things work?
Well, just press the button, speak into it. Simple as that.
Oh.
They'll work over quite a distance.
Hello? Henry Wilkes calling.
It's not very good if you're doing it in the same room.
Oh, of course not. Here, Amos, get up into the parlour with that.
Oh, a lot of foolishness, in my opinion.
Oh, come on, Amos. I want to see how they work.
Oh, all right, anything to keep the party going.
Right, so what do you have to do? Well, just speak into it now. Into it there, right. Hello, Amos. This is the tap room speaking. We want 2 bottles of champagne. Seth's paying.
You forgot to press the button, dummy.
Oh. Sorry. Right.
2 bottles of champagne in the tap room now. Come on, Amos, jump to it. Amos, if you want to speak, press the button. Hello, Amos. Can you hear me?
Are you sure these things are working? Yeah, Kathy and I tested them this afternoon.
It'll be Amos. Amos! We can't hear you.
Hello, Amos. Can you hear me?
Pull yourself together, Amos. You're supposed to press the little button. Amos?